my take on the Akani Simbine 100 meters dash time of 10.10 seconds from today, Friday, 13 September 2024, over in Brussels, Belgium. And he's of South Africa, representing South Africa in this competition. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And I'm talking through his 100 meters dash race at the 2024 Wanda Diamond League final in Brussels, Belgium. He won a time of 10.10 seconds in the final on Friday, 13 September 2024. With his time, he achieved 5th place. I provide my take / perspective on his performance and contextualize it in terms of why his result was counted as a solitary 5th place finish when another runner went 10.10 seconds as well. Yes. The owl's chiming in. It's like, yes, this is a great contextualization. So I've covered a previous result of his where he went 10.00 seconds, if I'm recalling correctly. I'll link to my 100 meters dash coverage playlist in the video description. So this is a case of timing to the millisecond, which is 0.001. The timing systems there are a bit unreliable at when the physical person has to be incorporated in running. Okay. So it's okay, and so when it's in answers to some people ask, well, why isn't it used all the time? It's a little bit unreliable. Okay. So which is actually, I think, a little bit interesting in its own right, because then when two people attain the same time per standard accepted and reliable timing mechanisms, they introduce this kind of notoriously unreliable additional digit to be like, all right, which one do we infer to have finished first? And it's not like the runners are assessed on equal criteria, like they have to step on the finish line in a certain way, and whoever steps down first, like that's who wins. It's a bit more arbitrary in running, so it's a way of saying just because somebody registers as a millisecond or milliseconds faster doesn't necessarily mean that corresponds to what physically actually happened. It's just because there is not a set standard for race finishing like that in running. So essentially this kind of notorious unreliable timing system is used to differentiate people who have 2 times at the 100th of a second, also known as a centisecond, which is 0.01. And it's not used in all competitions, but at Wanda Diamond League for this race, I'm reporting just on one race, right? For this video. So in this race it was, and in this case it was. So I cannot tell you. So that's why, is because this additional timing setup was used. I do not know why they do not count it as a tie when 2 people finish in the same time. I personally, that's actually something I might actually say I side with swimming on over running, is the take it with instrumental precision, right? It's only to the centisecond, and it's a tie. It's like, okay. So in that sense, this is one where I was like, I haven't pursued running competition, and some reasons because of stuff like this. It's just, no, don't go adding in fluffy digits, right? Can we just, if you can't commit at the centisecond, let's just do a 1/10 of a second, right? Just drop the 100th altogether. If you can't commit to the 100th, then let's go back to the 10th. So personally, right, that would be, and it has been I competed at the 10th and 100th, and that's my limit, right? So yeah, so that's a way of saying there's a why, but as to the Why ties are not accepted. Insecurity. It's my best guess. So that's my take on the Akani Simbine 100 meters dash time of 10.10 seconds from 13 September 2024.